What's up? My name's Justin Trentini. Yeah, most of the people watching this right now already know that because you're probably coming from my Instagram. But this video is probably going to stay on my channel for a while. I'm going to make this the trailer for Explorer X. And I guess this video is going to be very simple. I'm just going to go over what the channel's going to be, what I want it to be, and the future goals I have for it. You might hear a little fan in the background. That's because I have my laptop still running. I was creating the logos and the banners for the channel. I'm doing this all in one night. I'm putting my all in it. So why don't we just start from square one? I've been exploring abandoned places. It started off with just, let's go square one, way to my roots. I was about 4 years old in this building I'm in right now. We moved in here. Me and my mom, my sister, and me. Obviously, I was 4. My sister was a couple months old. My mom had to have been, I don't know. I don't feel like doing math. It's late at night. It's almost 12 o'clock in the morning. So I mean, this apartment, I grew up with some weird, I'm telling you, weird stuff happening, man. The first experience I remember, I don't really remember from personal experience, but my mom had told me this. Maybe 2 weeks after we moved in, the only thing we had in the entire house, we had air mattresses in each room. There's one. I'm trying to remember. My sister and my mom shared one, and I had my own. I think we all slept in the living room for a couple days. We had no furniture. It was crazy. We had just moved in. That's not the point, though. But we had one couch, just one couch. My mom's sitting on this couch. I wasn't here. I was probably at school or something. My mom's sitting on this couch. My sister is crawling on the floor because she's only a couple months old, keep in mind. And my mom's recording her, and she's like, "Hey, Lily, can you stand up and walk for me?" And nothing, Lily doesn't understand that. Nothing really happens in person. My mom watches the video again. She hears a weird sound, so she goes over it and listens, and she hears a deep man's voice say, "No." That's what she made out, at least. I mean, I believe the story just because of my personal experiences in this apartment. We've had some crazy stuff happen, I'm telling you. Wow, something is in my eye. I'm sorry. One moment. But it doesn't really freak me out. I get nervous, and I think that's natural. But I grew up with it, and naturally I like to understand what I don't understand, if that makes sense. I don't like not knowing things. So, very simple things, like I'd set my Xbox controller down on the desk, I'd come back and it'd be on my bed, it'd be on my chair on the floor somehow, I'd just go pee really quick or something. It'd be like maybe a minute. My family doesn't really come in my room very often. They know it's my space. That's very, very small stuff that's always happening. Let's think. Well, for a while my mom thought maybe I had schizophrenia, some other kind of mental illness. I'm gonna be honest with you, because these are always questions you should ask when you think stuff is going on. I think one of the moments when I was very young, we both kind of agreed that something weird was happening in the house. Was me and her were talking about something in the kitchen, and our front door is right here by the kitchen, and we're both standing there. I'm standing on the corner of the counter, and all of a sudden the doorknob starts turning, and we think maybe it's one of our friends, right, messing with it. But then we realize on the outside of the front door, it's one where you have to push in, and it doesn't turn the doorknob. I mean, it'll turn, but you can't turn counterclockwise and clockwise again. It's not like that. You can only do that from the inside. And it was very subtle. It was going, we never, to this day, we don't know how. It was a very weird thing. And there's such weird things. As a child, I used to have the master bedroom. Now I have the smaller bedroom. My mom and my sister share a bedroom now. But there's this long hallway that goes this way. Right here, master bathroom, and then the bedroom part. I was cleaning up the hallway, and I was very young. I had to have been 7 or 8. Maybe even 6. And I was cleaning up all my little toys. I had this little mat with roads on it. I would always play with my little cars. I had Thomas trains, bro. I had everything. And my mom was like, hey, clean up your mess. And I was like, okay. She left. She was doing stuff in the kitchen, living room, cleaning up the house and stuff. And I remember it very faintly, but swear to God, I saw a shadow walk across this wall. I'm sitting right here. The wall's right here. Shadow is going across the wall. And I stand up and I'm like, And as it gets parallel with me, I feel tingling. And I get lightheaded and my mom comes in right after it happens. I'm like, Mommy, this tall man just walked through me. That's what I said to her, right? And she's like, and she just assumed it was me trying to, and I was really scared. And she just assumed it was me trying to get out of cleaning my mess. And I would always see these things in the corner of my eye, and I never knew how to explain it. And I still really don't. It would always be this kind of shadowy thing, but it would always be at doorways at the top. And when I would look, it would be like I'd see a black streak. So you can see my hand because I'm moving slow. But when you do that, you see like a light streak. I don't know what that's called, but that's what I would see when it looked like a comet's tail, but black, right? Very quick. And eventually it started becoming a problem, and I couldn't handle it, and I was a kid, so I was like, Mom, I need help, right? So we went to talk to a priest, and he said some stuff. He wanted to come and bless the house. My mom was very scared to let people into the house. She's just like that. I'm sure some of you guys have moms like that. And so she was just like, no, we're okay. He was like, all right, fine, here, take some sage. We burned sage everywhere. But no, just stuff like this, it's kept my curiosity going. So about 8th grade, I'm a sophomore in high school right now, but 8th grade, I think it was 8th grade. Yeah, I would say it was 8th grade. I decided this is some cool shit, and I want to get into it. I want to know what's going on out there. My first exploration, paranormal investigation, it wasn't very professional, I guess you could say. But no, we had it was just me and my friend Eric. We went to Suicide Bridge. It's also called Colorado Street Bridge. I didn't know much history of it back then. Obviously we knew of all the suicides that's happened there. You hear it on the news all the time because they're always doing stuff to try to prevent the suicides that happen there. But it's crazy. So we went there, and I think it was like 1:45 in the morning when we finally got there. It was almost 2. Because he had picked me up around 1:40, I think, from downstairs in front of my apartment. And we got there. His mom dropped us off. So chill, by the way. She just dropped us off in the parking lot, and we were so hyped, bro. We're like, hell yeah, I got my spotlight. He has his spotlight. In my backpack, I had some Kickstarters in it, bro. I was just like, I had a first aid kit, bro. I was like, it's about to be lit. We go down there, and immediately, I have like 20/40 vision, kind of. So at night, it's hard to focus, and it's already hard for the human eye to do that. And sometimes I'll see these black blotches. I'm like, okay, it's just my eyes having problems. But when we got there, there's a certain pathway we took to get there, because we didn't just park on top of the bridge and go down. That's not very safe. So we hiked down there. It was like a 10-15 minute walk the way we went. I know there's fastest ways, but we wanted to do it, and I didn't have time to find them. So we're walking, and we're kind of like, bro, we can see the bridge in the back, all the beautiful lights. It's a beautiful bridge. But we're in this kind of field, and we're just like, what the hell? And it's open. And then I remember seeing out in the distance, there's this chopped down tree trunk, and it's just in the middle of this dead grass field. And I swear, I keep seeing this thing standing next to it, but it looks like a man, kind of. But I just assume it's one of my black spots, right, on my vision, because it looks like a man but then there's no head. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I'm wearing like 2 hoodies and joggers and shit, bro, because it was cold. It wasn't that cold, but it was decent. It was like maybe 60, 67, 69 degrees. And I was sweating after a while, and then there would just be this time, everything around us would go silent. I swear to God, the birds, gone. It's like they disappeared. The crickets, no more. And then there would just be this cold burst. And one of the weirdest things about that night is, the whole time as we're going, we never made it to the bridge because we got a little too paranoid, and I was doing an EVP session. I was like, if there's something here that doesn't want us here, give us a sign. This like log fell out of a tree. It wasn't a big log. It was decent. It was like the size of a child, like weight wise. It was maybe 100 pounds, and it just said, phew. I don't know. A lot of bushes over there were dead already. It's just we're still pretty much in a drought. So, but the timing just freaked us out. And we're next to the wall. It was creepy. I'm not gonna lie. And this whole time, it's just a straightaway now where we were, and we can see the bridge, and there's the eerie sound of the freeway. But no, this whole time, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, well, standing, and I have my spotlight, and I start not looking down there. I don't know if Eric, if you're watching this, I don't know if you remember this, but you remember I had my phone in my backpack? No, it was in my hand now because we were playing Spotify because we couldn't handle the silence. And I kept convincing you to let's go. And I was like, we've only been here a couple minutes. We need to make it to the bridge at least. And I'm sure you remember the thing falling over, and we're just like, it's time to go. And but that whole time, that straightaway, I know you know what I'm talking about. You were there. But I want to say it's maybe a quarter mile. This long dirt path is straight. You see nothing between you and then the bridge. But at the end of this pathway, right under the bridge, I swear to God, I keep seeing this thing jolt across, and I'll be like, what was that? And then put my spotlight, and then nothing was there. And it looks like the same thing I saw by that log, that tree stump that was cut up in the field. And I just couldn't. I was just like, we can't go down there. So we went back. We finally got back. It was a very strange walk back. There's noises and stuff happening, of course. I remember the first time we actually got really scared. This is before we even got to that pathway. We were still going through the field. A little jackrabbit jumped in front of me. And I remember I made Eric a promise. It's like, if anything happens, I'll take your backpack and run a few so we can get out faster. I remember when that jackrabbit jumped in front of us, I dropped everything. I didn't say anything. I was gone. And Eric was like, bruh, I was out so fast, bro. And oh my God, 8th grade. Damn, my fat ass moved, bro. I said, you did not see me, bro. I didn't care. Eric was gonna die. I had to do what I had to do. Eric, you know I love you, bro. But no, I mean, that night was pretty interesting. Nothing really happened. The whole time, as we're walking, I kept getting this really sad feeling, like it was drawing me closer. And I mean, now it makes sense now that I think about it. But no, I've been to a few places, and now I actually have a few things that I like to use. I'm gonna put them all on my lap right here so I can talk about what each one does. I don't have everything I use right here just because I want to keep the video semi-short. But I'm gonna show you guys what I haven't actually used most of this stuff, except for the spirit boxes and investigations, because I've gotten most of this. I recently broke my knee. Well, it was like 9 months ago. I broke my knee, and I haven't really been doing my exploration as much as I'd like. But I really want to go back out there. And recently, actually, not even a month ago, I went with a group of friends to these tunnels behind our school, and I didn't think anything was. They're scary. They're kind of cool, but I didn't think they were haunted. And we were recording for fun, and there's this one place that we found, and some people had gone in there. I mean, when I saw it, I just assumed there was graffiti and so on through. I can't really explain it. I'll play the clip like right now.
It's fresh.
Are you guys gonna keep going?
Yeah.
Alright. But maybe I'll put it right here. Depends on what I do. I might cut this out because now it sounds dumb. But there was this part, and you hear me completely oblivious. I think there was it's me, Jose, Andy, and Eduardo. Yeah, because the other two left. They got scared. And I'm recording, and you hear this deep voice say something. I might be able to actually hear because I've never listened to headphones. I'm kind of nervous. And like this growl, and we have to be half a mile into this tunnel. And there's nothing there, and we're already getting lightheaded because oxygen and stuff. But yeah, I want to go back in there and figure out what's going on. But one of my dumbass friends went down there and because it's right next to my high school, and a lot of people know the tunnels. So they went in there and destroyed the horse head. You'll see what I mean if you see the clip. But right here, this is hold on, let me turn it on. Okay. Let me turn on the backlight. Okay, Fahrenheit. There we go. I don't know what it's picking up on right now. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so, oh, okay, yeah, now it's working. I just have it in a weird mode. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm sure a lot of you know what this is. This is called an EMF detector. It's a different one. There's a lot of paranormal investigators use. Well, I wouldn't. A lot of the people that do ghost stuff, they use this one, and it's a thicker one, a wider one, I mean. And it has these dots at the top, but this gives me a more accurate reading. I feel it's more accurate, and it also tells me the temperature right here. Right now it's 70 degrees, 70 degrees right there Fahrenheit. And if a sudden drop of temperature happens, I'll see here. This one I use all the time. It's an EMF detector. To me, it's very important for what I do. I'm gonna turn that off just to save battery. But basically, if you don't know what an EMF detector does, it's EMF stands for electronic magnetic fields. So if you put this next to a fuse box, which is right here for me, it goes off like crazy. But if I have it right here and there's no electronic magnetic fields going through it, these are the two receptors right here. So right here that's why I keep it like this all the time. And if it feels like there's a cold spot in a room, I'll put it in here, kind of just turn it around, just to be sure, because it's not a 360. I don't know if that's very scientific. It's just a personal preference for me. But the idea behind it is there's another. These aren't made. This one's not made for ghost hunting or whatever you want to call it. This is made for people that require one for their job and stuff. So I kept this. I use this to see if there's anything else in the room that really shouldn't be. And if I do find a reading, I try to debunk it. This, I can't remember the exact name for it, but basically, this is wind speed. It's very sensitive, so I put this in a room. It's very stale. I use this inside more. And if there's a sudden burst, a very gentle breeze, it catches on. It doesn't alert me, so I need to get a camera to put it here to see if stuff happens, and then I'll put this next to it, because I have another one of these. And actually it's in my backpack. I need to get batteries for it though. This also tells me the temperature, so. Well, I don't know how to change it back to Fahrenheit here, but I did before. So this thing, not as useful. It's more specific, but I still like to have it. And see, like it picked up on that. And I think I froze it. There we go. Yeah, because when I click, there's a button to freeze it. See right there, it's 2 kilometers per hour. Yeah, 2 kilometers an hour. I might cut that out because I kind of spaced out, my bad. But yeah, no, that's basically what these two things do. They're pretty basic. I like them. They're good for what they do. Now let's get into the fun stuff here. These things, I kept them in the box they came in. They're called. Sorry, I got an Xbox notification. These are called spirit boxes. They're PSV 7 spirit boxes, but you may be wondering why I have 2, maybe for a friend, but no, that's not it. Let me take them out. They're very. These things are crazy. I've gotten some insane results with them, and I honestly just love them to God. These things are practically little $10 radios, but they cost $70, $80, depends on where you get them and if they're on sale. Hard to get in stock too. But you see, they're just little radios, and but they're specifically made because people used to hack little radios to sweep. I can play right now. Let's see. Oh wait, that's not the power button. I'm retarded. There we go. And so it's using regular channels. That's just fun. There's something like that, but as soon as you do that, it sweeps. It's on a very slow sweep right now. But as soon as that happens, It said sleeping to the channel. Then forward. Well, it looks like as I was showing you guys this beer boxes, they cut out and the video cut out and I didn't know and I kept talking, but it was. Well guys, it cut out again, but this is the end of the video really. I'm not going to say where we're going in 2 weeks, but it's going to be with a group. And I'm really looking forward to it. So if you guys could tell me, just leave a like, comment, subscribe, and tell me if you want me to do story time videos. I can tell you guys about my experiences. And well, this has been fun. I'm Justin of Explorer X, and have a great night. Peace.